What is going on, guys? Steve here. Welcome back to FM19. This is the Stoke City save. And yes, you are seeing me floating. I like it. I think I'm only going to use this, though, for FM and streaming FM. So you guys are privileged. Basically means that if there's something in the way, I can just sort of move out of the way of it. You can see it. Happy days. I can move back in. I don't have to worry about a box covering the whole thing. So, in last episode, we obviously beat Nottingham Forest 2-0. Unfortunately, we've just gone and lost 1-0 away to QPR. Not ideal. Now we have Derby County, who were in first. They have now slipped to second, but only because Leeds have played a game extra. So this is essentially our game in hand. If we look at the league table very briefly, you'll see that we now desperately need to pick up these points. I don't think we're desperately, in terms of dropping out of the playoffs, but if we want to continue our press to maybe claw back Derby, it looks like Leeds are going to press on. They're on 72 points. If we can win here today, we will go on 69 points, and we will stop Derby from increasing that gap. That's essentially what we're after. Now, Martin Kelly is unfortunately out for 2 to 4 months with, I think it's a hip injury. So he is basically out for the rest of the season. We may as well just terminate the loan because obviously he's not, I can't terminate the loan, so we have to keep him here. But we may as well terminate the loan because he's not going to play for us again, and that's the end of that. So our right back right now is obviously Bauer. He's going to have to play for the remainder of the season. And we did have Martin Kelly as a cover player for the sort of centre-back position. We're not going to have that anymore. Afobe is going to go back on the bench instead of Vokes. He's now back fully fit. Or thereabouts anyway. He's more or less fully fit. I think I'm going to drop Garcia for this game. I'm not even sure what the fitness situation is on Garcia, but I'm going to drop him because he's not really impressed me too much this season so far. He's declining in quality right now. I don't know why, but his bravery and his leadership are going up, and everything else is just on the decline. 21 years of age, cost me 3 million. He's now valued at 10, so I suppose there's some money to be made there, if anything. But I think that's probably going to be the team, apart from Zinchenko, who needs to be replaced. Josh Timon. I'm probably saying that wrong. He is a left back, 19 years of age. He was already at the club. I don't think he's played a game for us this season. He hasn't. He has not played one single game for us this season. Guess what he's about to do? He's about to make his 2019 season debut against second in the league, Derby County. It's a lot to ask. However, I think I would prefer to play him instead of Corrigan. Corrigan's a very good player. He does have an insane work rate, to be fair. He's only 18 years of age. He has played once and scored once. But I am going to play Timon instead. I'm going to call him Timon. If anybody has a problem with it, then, or Timon. I don't know. I'll call him whatever I want on the day. I think I might rest Bojan as well. No, I'm going to play. We're just going to go into the game as we are, and we're going to hope that Derby County are having an extremely off day. If I look pale, it's because I am. Don't go anywhere. I stay in the house all day. Frank Lampard was praising me before the game, saying that I've been doing very well as manager, and it's going to be a tough game, as I know how to set up a team. I think he's probably taking the piss, but we're about to find out. I went back and said that he's a nice guy in football. Never met the kid, I say kid. He's probably a little bit older than me. Not by much, to be fair, but still, he is a bit older than me. Here are Derby County on the ball, though. They've got a very, very good team, right? We are going to do very well to take anything from this game. They've got a lot of players in there that I recognise. I don't think they've got many new signings, if any, to be fair, but we just need to make sure that we don't do anything stupid, we don't concede anything silly, and I mean, to be fair, I would take a point from this game. Winning this game would be brilliant because it means, obviously, that we go to within just a couple of points. Well, 3 points of Derby and, of course, Leeds as well. But a point wouldn't be the worst thing in the world because, of course, they are a very, very strong side. Playing positively might not be the way forward. Maybe cautious is the way we should have gone. Bryson has gone off. That's obviously... That's good. They've been disinterested as well by their team talk from Frank Lampard. Let's tell my team to get creative. That's not done anything just yet anyway. That signals half-time. So we're 0-0. We've had 2 highlights, both of which have been corners for Derby County. We've had more of the ball. Sam Clucas has lost possession more than any other player on the team so far, so that's not good. He may need to come off in the next 5-10 minutes or so. Let's give them a show some passion team talk, and that's fired everybody up. Their goalkeeper and indeed their centre-back looking nervous. That's good for us, although now that's gone away. Not good. This is, oh dear, they look focused. I mean, nothing's happening. I was about to say nothing's happening at all. We're going to need to make a change, but there is a highlight here, and we have the ball. Bauer throws it in. It's been cleared. This is what I was worried of, though, or worried about, I should say, that we have the ball and it's our highlight, and then all of a sudden, Lawrence is through, and he scores. And that is no surprise to me whatsoever. I am feeling, I've just been playing FIFA, so I'm a little bit salty. I won't lie to you. It's mad how that game makes you feel. Yeah, see, Clucas has got a lot of energy. There's no point taking him off. I'm actually tempted to play Garcia. Maybe we should play a Phobe instead of Ida. He wasn't, I mean, he was fit, but he wasn't fit. Do you know what I mean? So it wasn't like I could bring him back straight away. Etebo could be coming in here for Gibbs White as well. We're going to make some substantial changes. I'm going to tell him to attack, because at the moment we're just not doing anything at all. What else have we got going on here? Nothing, and nothing. Okay, so let's see if that makes a difference. I might tell them to get creative if it allows me to do that as well. I would have thought it would do, because we've not done anything for about 20 minutes. Yes, I want to make the changes, obviously. Get creative, there we go. Let's see if that can spark something. Just anything at all. If you could just get the ball, go forward and have a shot. At least I know you're awake, because at the moment we've not done anything. And it looks like we're about to concede a second goal. Ball over the top to Marriott, and that, my friends, is game, set and match. We have not been good enough. We've been awful, in fact. Let's just go direct and extreme tempo, and then just knock the ball up and over the top and distribute quickly. Why not? We're not good enough, and we've not been good enough today. We've been absolutely abysmal, and that's I think the gulf in class between ourselves and a title winning or a title challenging team, because they've been on the boil the entire season and we just haven't been, and it's as simple as that. Not an awful lot of time left in the game now, but my nose is running and I can't control it right now. I don't know. I'm hoping I'll come down with a cold in summer. That would be really frustrating. Ball cleared to Afobe. Looking to play the ball forward. He manages to lose it. He gets fouled, apparently. We've taken it quickly. Etebo has a shot off the top of the crossbar. Not a bad effort from him, but unfortunately not good enough to ripple the net. That would have given me a little bit of hope. As it turns out, that's probably the only chance we're going to get in the entire game. And Derby County has started to apply even more pressure. What a ground they've got going on here, by the way. That highlight came to nothing. I could make another sub, but ultimately, what is the point? I mean, especially now where there's a minute left, 20 seconds left. We're about to wind down into nothing. Well, to be fair, I wasn't expecting to beat Derby County, and before the season started, I did think playoffs was probably the best we could hope for. So the fact that we were even contesting for automatic promotion going into this game was a bit of a miracle, but it just means that we need to pay a bit more attention now going forward. I think, okay, granted, there are 11 games left of the season, anything can happen, but I think we just need to get our head down, take it one game at a time, and see if we can just maybe keep pace, sneak in automatic through the back door or something. Next game is Reading. I'm going to skip over that. In fact, what we're going to do now, I'm going to go play a bit, and I'm going to come back maybe for the Swansea game. I think we're going to come back for the Swansea game. So I'm going to play 3. We'll come back for Swansea. And in the next episode, we'll probably play the last 2 games of the season. Abdoulaye Touré is out for 2 to 5 weeks. And then Ben Davis is out from 3 to 12 days. So Ben Davis not too bad. Touré will miss a few games here or there, which is not good really at this stage. But luckily we do have enough cover, Alex Garcia being one of those players who can come in, do a job in there. I'm going to start, striker-wise, we're going to start Sam Vokes today instead of Adam Ida, who will just completely drop out of the team today. He's not going anywhere near it. I say that, he might actually, because we can't play this left back here because he's injured. So we're going to need to play Corrigan, who's only going to get his second start of the season, interestingly enough. We're going to put him on wing-back defend. Not good at the moment, to be fair. We've got a lot of injury problems. We don't have an awful lot of depth. I think Adam Ida may very well be come onto the bench in a second. We're going to have to play... who are we going to have to play? Bat can come back in. I don't know why he was not out anyway. Maybe he wasn't quite fit. I'm not sure the situation there. But either way, that's looking okay. The formation is rather narrow, and we're going to struggle in wide areas, apparently. I'm going to get rid of this now. And we're not going to... I'm still going to stick to narrow. We might as well stick to the narrow. We're going to hold our shape as well. And I'm going to drop our line a little bit against Swansea. We don't want to get caught in behind, that's for sure. We do have an awful lot of... Zinchenko is still recovering from his injury. We do have an awful lot of players that aren't quite up to playing this game. I think I'm going to risk it. I'm going to put Shawcross on for Martins Indy because Martins Indy just isn't interested. Shawcross has a lot more in terms of sort of match sharpness, and I think I'm going to play him today instead of Broughton, and I'm going to get him on there. But Broughton will drop to the bench. Adam Ida drops completely. Bojan needs a rest, so Etebo... Etebo will play instead of Bojan today, I think. Makes sense. Give him a run out. Tell him to go on the attack there, I think. And I think that's probably going to be it for... Yeah, that's it for the starting 11. Bauer is wanted. That's new. Wow, he's new. He's wanted by a lot of people. Hopefully we can keep hold of him because, saying that, if we can't make it up this season, we may end up losing quite a few of our players because a lot of them are going to get frustrated. I've not promised them Premier League football, but, we were sort of making out that that's where we were headed. We are currently 6 points clear of the team behind us, but that's not what I want to be focusing on at the moment. Grimes with a free kick, and we are 1-0 down inside of 7 minutes. That is not a good start at all. I'm not happy with that. We are now... if we lose this game, it's not like we're going to slip out of the playoffs. That's not what I'm concerned about. What I'm concerned about is that we're going to go into the playoffs with a bad run of form. And of course, we can still get automatic promotion. So it would be nice, at least until the final few games of the season, if we could keep that up. Because if we can't, if we lose this game, incidentally, which is obviously going to be the final game of the episode, if we lose this game, what I'm going to do is skip the rest of the season, and we're going to go straight into the playoffs, because there's no point showing you the rest of the games when they don't really mean anything. There is Sam Vokes, who is indeed onside, 14th goal of the season. He has come on leaps and bounds since being dropped for that prolonged period of time. We're not really getting much of the ball. We are... we're under the cosh a lot as well, actually. It's not normal for us to be under that much pressure. We're not really used to it. They have another corner, and they are starting to pile on the pressure somewhat. Ball comes in here from the right-hand side. It's cleared again, only to McBurney, who I did look at in the window, the January window, but they just wanted far too much money for him, so there wasn't an awful lot I can do. Tell them to show some passion. They are going to be fired up by that. Bauer's not quite fired up, though. He looks frustrated, which is a shame. Hopefully he doesn't cost us anything there. Another highlight here, ball deep inside the Swansea half, although I can't imagine it's going to stay there too long. They're going to probably launch that forward. We're playing a deep line, but I was just about to say, but they've found a way behind, but they haven't, fortunately. The ball's cleared. It's going to come straight back here, out to Wayne Routledge. They've got an overlap. He's not used it. He's going to go to James on the opposite side, dinks it back in, and it's a great goal, and it's something that Swansea could only dream about doing in real life. Banter. But unfortunately, we are now 2-1 down. We do have the ball just before the interval. Norwich are beating Reading. They are right behind us, of course. That would put them to within 3 points of us, by the way, which I'm not too concerned because we're still 10 points clear of Swansea, who are still, they're beating us right now. We're still 10 points clear of them. But that's not good, is it? Really? Because these are the type of teams that we're going to need to beat going into the playoffs. Obviously, Sam Vokes has been released over the top. He's got a lot of work to do. Ball's played back to Hunt. Goes for goal and scores. It's only his second goal of the season. He scored on, I believe it was his second game for the club. He hit the post on his debut. He scored in his second game. He hasn't scored since. And that's a very important goal. We are massively under pressure right now. Derby are drawing to Blackburn, which is a good result. Preston are beating Leeds. If we were ever going to make a move on the top two, it has to be in this game. We're still in it, despite the fact that we've been under pressure. Apparently, Jack Butland has lost possession more than any other player on his team, which I find to be unbelievably wrong. Struggle for possession in the opposing half, or opposition half. That is true. I'll admit that. We've not been doing very well in the opposition half. That is not something I can really do an awful lot about, though. If we can lower down the tempo, maybe work the ball into the box, perhaps, just maybe, we could get a bit of a rhythm going. I'll tell you what, picking up a win here would be valuable if Leeds don't beat Preston. That could open the door, but this is going to be a tall order because at the moment Swansea are just peppering and they've still got that possession and there's not an awful lot we can do about it here. Let's tell the team to get creative and see if that can spark any life into the performance. I think it's just a case of when Swansea score, really. Ball comes over the top here. It's come to James and there it is, and the goalkeeper looked the wrong way. We are 3-2 down. I'm not feeling this at all. Swansea are knocking it around like they're Barcelona. We have just not had a sniff. I don't know how we've scored two, to be honest. It's unbelievable. We may have to just go long and keep knocking the ball over the top. Let's go back to team instructions. Forget working it into the box. Let's go slightly higher tempo. We'll play standard. We'll have to go a little bit wider, I think, because we are getting... defensively, let's stretch it a little bit because I think we are maybe we're getting a little bit... They're going around the outside, aren't they? Maybe I should have worked that out before, but apparently not because I'm not that clever. They've got another highlight here, just past the hour mark. It is 3-2. We're still in this game, despite not playing very well. And Routledge is there, and that could have been game, set, match. Fortunately, it wasn't, although they do have a corner. Leeds are still losing. Corner comes in, it's cleared to Routledge, back out, and it's going to be put into the danger zone with a Rabona nearly. Gibbs-White plays it to Vokes, who's up there all by himself. It's time for a sub, and my bench is looking very much depleted at this stage. Vokes has played well. That's the problem. I don't particularly want to take him off, but what else do you do? Bojan to come on maybe for Etebo. Yeah, I'll bring Bojan on for Etebo. I mean, I don't really see what harm that could do. I might drop Garcia down. Is Garcia still fit? Not really. Gibbs-White. Yeah, they're fine. I'm going to bring Verlinden on for Garcia. Yeah. Verlinden on for Garcia. We'll tell him to be a shadow striker. Going to help out Vokes a little bit. I'm actually tempted to bring on a Phobe, who... I don't know, should I? Vokes is playing so well, though. I mean, look, he's got 12 goals in 28 games isn't great, but, I mean, he was struggling for form for a lot of that, so I don't know. Or do we just bring on Joe Allen and then hold the faith? Yeah, let's bring on Joe Allen for Klukas, and let's just have faith in Vokes, I think. Allen's been playing a lot for me off the bench recently. I think he could do a job here against his former club, but we are going to need a highlight. Tell him to show some passion. Here is Hunt. He's gone for goal. It's well over the bar, and that's the end of that highlight. Well, that did absolutely nothing. See if we go attacking to see if it does anything. Probably not. Bauer throws the ball in. Gibbs-White well controlled. Needs to find Hunt, and he's only got and scored his second goal of the season. I tell you what I'll do. I'll move that back down to positive because that We've knocked it around a little bit better there. We've got another highlight here, although it does look like it's going to be for Swansea unless we can steal the ball. Will Byers with an effort, and Butler makes a save. His name probably isn't Will Byers, it just looked good. Another highlight for Swansea, and another ball into the box, and it's a goal, and that has just crushed dreams. What a game this is, by the way. If you're a neutral, which I'm sure you're not, it's been one hell of a game. 4-3. There's still time left for us to nick a point here. Not that it would really make that much of a difference. I think Leeds have come from behind, and they are now leading at Preston, which has probably signalled the end of our automatic promotion hopes. We're just going to knock it around in the middle of the park by the looks of things. We're going to go back to the goalkeeper. 3 minutes left in the game. We're losing. We're going to go back to the keeper. Bojan brings it forward, plays it into Vokes, and it's a kick-off goal of epic proportion. I can't believe this game is unbelievable, man. 4-4. Can you believe it? Is there enough time in this game to get 3 points? That's the question. No, because I think this is going to be the final kick of the match. It's nodded down. Gibbs-White takes it. He's gone backwards. You need to go forward. Blackburn have equalised against Derby. It's all irrelevant. Preston have equalised against Leeds. Well, that is unbelievable. We've missed a chance to capitalise on 2 points dropped. That's annoying, because right at the end of that game, if they just launched it into the box, who knows? We've got Vokes in there. Alex Hunter's had a very good game. We've not been the better team. I would say that Swansea deserved to win that. Well, not deserved to win it, but if anyone was going to win it, it was going to be Swansea. We've done well to stay in it, but I think that is probably the end of any automatic qualification hope. We're not technically in the playoffs. We can still slip out of it if we were to lose every game and every other team behind us were to win every game, but it is looking likely we're going to have to settle for that. So, in the next episode, if it looks like, over the games against Rotherham, Borough, and indeed Norwich, that it looks like we're maybe in contention of going up automatically, then we'll come back for the final 2 games of the season in Millwall and Sheffield United. However, if it looks like we're going to have to settle for the playoffs, then we will be back for the playoffs in an episode tomorrow. Saying that, though, if it looks like we're going to tumble out of the whole thing, then yeah, I will definitely be back for Millwall, Sheffield United. But I think what's likely to happen is I'm just going to have to play all 5 of those games by myself, and then you'll see the playoffs. But it's been a bit of an up and a downer season, to be fair. That run there has cost us, essentially, the automatic promotion. The 3 defeats, Norwich, Birmingham, Sheffield United, and then dropping points to Bristol City, Forest in particular. That was a big, big game. Drop points was just not on the agenda, because, I mean, they've not had the best season at all. In fact, it looks like they're going to be relegated, and we drop points there. Rotherham look like they're going down. In fact, they may mathematically be down. Forest are definitely struggling. West Brom are struggling. Even Birmingham are struggling. Who do we have left at the end of the season here? We have Rotherham. That's the quote-unquote easy team. Middlesbrough 19th. They're not doing very well. Norwich is going to be a tough game. Millwall should be straightforward, and so should Sheffield United. Realistically, Norwich is the only difficult game there. Everything else should be straightforward. Hopefully teams can do us a favour. But if you have enjoyed today's episode, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.